Hey everyone, it's Morgan. This is part one of places that we like to take our kids to bike, and we are starting off at Daybreak. They have some really fun little stuff for kids and parents alike. So this part one is going to be Salt Lake County, so we're going to be spending time here in Daybreak, and then there's a couple places in Corner Canyon that are great. Part two will be Utah County, so more like Provo, Alpine, and I think Eagle Mountain is where we're gonna hit up. So keep an eye on these little videos. Hopefully they help with knowing where to take your little guys. We have a 3.5-year-old boy and a 1-year-old boy. Our 1-year-old is currently on a Mac ride, so he just kind of comes wherever we go. Our 3.5-year-old is on a push bike. I have a video that talks about what bike he's on. I'll link that. But yeah, we love getting out and riding as much as we can with these boys and just getting them stoked for biking. So thanks for watching. Starting off here in Daybreak, we started up at the pump track. This is such a cool pump track, and not a lot of these are offered around the state. The ones that are asphalt like this is probably one of just a few in Utah. So this is such a cool track to go check out. It was so fun to ride around. Our little boy was having such a good time just kind of pedaling around, and it was really fun as well for my husband and I to give it a shot and going around. It's a great way to learn how to do pump tracks if you've never done them before, and yeah, it was a blast. I do know that this area of Daybreak can get very crowded, especially with can be kids on scooters and tons of kids on bikes. We've come before where there's like quite a few older kids here. So just so you're aware, if you do have younger ones, it might be a little hard to bring them when it's crowded to something like that. We came in like the early morning, so there wasn't a lot of people there, but just something to be aware of. As you kind of head down the neighborhood a little bit more, it turns more into like dirt tracks in the middle of the neighborhoods, which is so cool. There's so many options for these little dirt tracks. You can basically just go down the neighborhood. As you see here, we're just starting in different sections and going down through the neighborhood. You can connect them basically all the way down to the end, and they're just a great way for kids to learn how to ride on dirt, and it's really easy to ride with them or to walk along the path or on the sidewalk with them. So definitely a great place to come if you are just teaching your little ones how to ride and get used to dirt on their bike. What's great about this is you can ride all the way to the bottom and then just ride the sidewalk back up. They do have a few wooden features like this that you can check out and kind of get used to that feel as well. The day we went, it was so windy out there. It was kind of scary to go on some of these features and do a few of these things, but it's super fun to go out and try and kind of get used to it. This last little part that I kind of zoomed through real quick is a really cool spot. I would have loved to have kind of gone on this a little bit more. This is a bigger track maybe for adults, but it was so windy, like I said, that day, so I could not do anything without getting blown around on my bike. So I will definitely need to come back and check this out, but it is a really fun section to be able to jump and do some drops on. Alright, next up we are at the Draper Cycle Park. This is a really fun place to come with kids of really any age. This is a great place as well. You don't have to ride a bike to come here. You can definitely just bring your kids and kind of watch them as they go. We're going to start off on the Strider pump track. This is just a sweet little track to go down and kind of get used to some turns and braking a little bit. The great thing about the Draper Cycle Park is just the options that they have. We were just at that little Strider pump track. Now we came over. This is a bigger pump track, as well as jump lines and things like that. Our little guy is just going down the beginner line right here, and he did really well going down that. So there's so many options that it makes Draper Cycle Park honestly one of my most favorite to go to, just because you can do so many different things and get in so many different ways of riding, whether that's pump tracks or jump lines, or they have even some technical riding areas I'll show you later, but definitely one of our favorites to go to. Everything's really easy to access just by riding around. It's all really close to each other, which is nice. So we're heading over to a different, smaller pump track now. Like I said, there's just so many options that it makes it fun to go explore. Below the pump track and the Strider track that we were just at are some smaller trails that have some technical riding. So this is a great place to come, even for parents. If you're getting into riding, this is a great place to practice, or even for younger kids. There's some rock gardens, there's different technical rocks and things you can go down or up, so definitely a good place to come and work on your technical skills. And lastly, at the bottom, there are just some small trails you can go explore around. They have little riverbeds and fun trees, so definitely a good place to go explore a little. Next up, we have the Little Valley Trail System. This is such a great trail system for anyone who's just getting into biking, whether that's kids or adults. I would recommend it for anyone, really. But it makes it so easy. There's one trail that goes up, and then once you get to the top, they have an option of like four or five trails to come down. And on the trails, they have like instructional signs of like braking and how to go around, turns and things like that. So it's there to help you to learn how to bike. This is the main trail going up, so this is what you'll take every time to get to the top. It's a very kind of wide track to go up. This is the map that will be at the top of the trail when you get there. Just kind of shows you what is available. On the left hand side, it shows every trail and kind of talks about what is down there. We are going to start off going on the B line, which is this blue trail in the middle that comes down and then meets up with the green at the end. So we'll start there, and then we'll go down the A line, the green A line, and then we'll go down the blue C line. So we'll kind of show you all those options and kind of what each trail has to offer. Here's the start of the B line. You can see that they have these instructional signs on the side, which are great. You can stop and read those if you are just beginning, feel like you need some tips. That's kind of why these are called the instructional trails, because they'll show you, what things you can do on the way down, whether that's braking or how to corner or how to look down the trail. So things like that, which is great to learn as you're just starting. A lot of these trails have just different things to offer. Some of them have more rocky sections, some of them are more smooth. It's just a great place to come to kind of get a good variation of different things, and a great place just to learn how to ride your bike. Okay, there you go, 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 go. This one's pretty smooth, bud. You can just let her rip. Yep, right down here.
Sounds good.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. This was part 1 of where to take your kids to ride. I hope you can get out with your families and explore a little bit. I will link all of the trailheads below, so be sure to check that out so you know where to go, and be on the lookout for part 2. We'll show you some more places we like to go, and thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe.